Okay, so today we had the opportunity to visit one industry that specializes on agricultural tractors. And today this factory we are going to, they mainly do the installation of the whole tractor. All right, and it is in one of these amazing provinces in China. And their main focus is to sell this kind of products to the Middle East countries. All right, so today we will be going through how all this machinery is being prepared and the process they go through to completely get finished before they are put it into the containers and they're sending to where they have to be sent to. And also some information I got from this factory is that people can just place their order and determine how they want it, the horsepower they want for the kind of engines they use, and how they want them to be packaged before they get to them. If you have the ability to install the other parts of the tractor by yourself in your country, it can be assembled the same way and then shipped to you. All right, and I also noticed that they have, they're specializing in two types of engine. What is the TB engines and the TE engines. So without any further ado, we will be walking straight into the factory and we're going to see how the process is done. So just go with me right here. This right here is the installation hub. We are going through and we're going to see every process that is being taken to completely manufacture an amazing agriculture tractor. There we go. 开水的下面的。
以后我们拍的时候没有什么说话。之类的。
This is a complete agriculture tractor for a client that has placed his order. So you can see over here, and I have the interior video that is going to be shown next to you guys too. So this is the whole thing, and it's done, and it's really a very comfortable tractor you can see here. So this is one of the biggest tractor they install over here, and they have the TE tractor too, which is actually the smaller version of this one. So right here, these are the complete versions of the tractors that have been, done from the installation hub. So we have the small version, which is the 504C, and the TE, that is how it's called. Yeah, and we can see the interior of it. It's actually not a very big tractor, which is probably good for a personal farmland. And we can see the interior of it. It looks very simple and very, very organized. And also on my left, we have the bigger version, which comes with the lifter too. You can see on that side too. And this would be much more bigger, which comes with the TB904C. So also we can look at the interior of this size, big size tractor, which I think it can do a more of a bigger scale farming. All right, so let's see the inside of this one too. Pretty much the same with both the small one and the bigger one, but you would have a more comfortable area, more comfortable space in the bigger one compared to the smaller one, which I think if you have a personal farm and you want to use, probably the small one is okay. But if you have a more commercial farmland, then you could probably go to the bigger one, and you can have other functions, other tools that can be plugged onto it to help with the cultivation of your farmland, and also getting your farmland ready for the farm you're going to do it. Okay, looking at this type 2, we can see the TE504, but as a more lower version compared to the other T04C. All right, so this one has a more outdoor style of farming area machine, where you can just feel cozy while you're doing your farm. If you come from a country where you don't have a very high or low temperature in the weather, yeah, in the specific country you are trying to buy it to. So I think this one will be probably much more cheaper compared to 504C and then the bigger version, the TB904. So yeah, I think that is probably the differences between them is in the price range. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any big difference. It's just an upgraded versions of this to the next level and then the other level. So there are 3 types of them, which is the TB904C, the 504C, and then we have the TE504F for these 3 types. 504F is the most cheapest one, and then it ranges up and up until it gets to 904C. So you can just go for which one fits the kind of weather in your country or the amount of money you want to spend on the actual tractor you need for your farmland. All right, so I hope the work is going to be done, and we expect good quality. We expect the best out of this tractor. Thank you, and see you next time.